always backfires on you.
Because
the idea is you obviously want to suck out as many chips as you can from the other players. So he figured that was the only way. But I fancy he'd have got a bit of action anyway if he'd have come out betting. He's called.
yeah, well, he knows he's got the nut flush draw no matter what. Darren Bloom not going to see the river card drawing dead.
Gentlemen, cards, please.
And Dave Courtney going to be walking unless hits a diamond on the river. And
he can't hit the 6 of diamonds.
It's pretty much a live by the sword, die by the sword thing here.
Ooh, it was red.
Yeah.
Well, that was a short game.
I'm just gonna
you know, you respect the fact that Dave Courtney wanted to win a big pot, and he wasn't scared to go out first.
No.
But he is.
And I figured someone would be gone before they played 10 hands, Jesse. The way they even kicked this off, I mean, they all wanted to see the cards, didn't they? You know, which is good. I love watching poker this way.
I mean, Darren Bloom has been running and gunning in there too. He's smiling, Darren Bloom, because he says, "Well, if you didn't call, I guess I had to." To Dave Courtney, but Barrow in good shape.
I put him on ace-5 of spades.
I don't know if I've ever seen this before. We've seen guys get to 270,000, but in 5 hands.
Yeah, fantastic. I think the way these guys are playing, Jesse, anything, this is all still up for grabs. They look like they all really want to play.
Something in the air, or perhaps the water, Ian Fraser. This table just feels loopy.
Yeah, it's probably because it's the last heat, Jesse. They, you know, the semi-finals just knocking on the door now, and they got a taste for it.
There is an argument. This is the way all the heat should be played. No back down, and everybody trying to win every pot.
Yeah, good, isn't it?
Yeah. It's good for TV. These guys should all be invited back, that's for sure.
Pass.
And, Dave Courtney left with his heart on his shield.
I like Darren's game. He wants to be involved in every other pot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Will he still feel lucky? Yeah, see now he wants to play. He's got some chips.
This is what Barrow's been waiting for.
Medium flop here would be nice.
Chance to run and gun.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think Darren's going to come out and have a bet anyway.
8,000.
Because he's got nothing at all on this here. He'll be throwing this in, Jesse. 100 mile an hour.
That's brave. You know, the very first time.
Pass.
This is Bloom's. This is his 3rd or 4th time in one of these tournaments. I remember the first time you could not get him to move a chip. Now here he is. It's the first round of the heat, and he's all in there with a 6-7 high. Yeah. Gotten looser every time. And
let's go to the first one out.
So he just said,
he loves it.
Huh?
It's been nice to watch
that
the
previous one.
development.
I think if I'm honest, on size outclassed, I wouldn't be far. I trips and then top player with an ace kick and a flush draw. I mean.
Small blind to be pasted.
Like that, you know, there's a lot of clever people who take up this game, and it just takes them a little while to get the hang of it, but you know they're going to get the hang of it sooner or later.
Pass.
Just on the basis that they've had success in so many other things.
It's a very, for people who just love gambling and adrenaline buzzes, Jesse, it's a fantastic game to start playing, because you can win it being a novice, as we all know. So it's just a great game to get involved in.
Re-raise.
Same hand for Bloom and Barrow, but Barrow is suited.
Yeah, he's re-raising, Jesse.
Yeah, and he's got more chips, and it's great stuff. And Darren's looking over, says, "Oh, this is what we're about here."
Pass.
It was 6,000 from Bloom. The re-raise, looking about 12,000 more, I think.
He just looks like he wants to make moves all the time, doesn't he?
Yeah. Well, Darren just had a look on his face that kind of said, "I'm going to have to make a stand against this guy sooner or later. Now might be the time."
Looks like he's counting his chips to move all in here.
He wouldn't be wrong, would he? I mean, all in would be the proper play right now.
I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him call, and I'd like to see Jack flop. So he's past it.
Barrow making noise.
Yeah, good play. Did he just say good pass? No, you know he's got nothing. They should be onto him, Jesse, because they found him out. He was bluffing early on,
yeah.
You know, against Clayton. So
Darren just said very close. He said he was close to moving. Yeah.
Pass.
That was very, very close.
Pass.
But being on to someone and being able to execute different things, you need to have something to execute that with, because you're scared he might call, right? If he's got all the chips.
Of course. Yeah.
I mean, and Barrow has now played.
No raise.
I think he's played every hand.
Yeah, he's put a call in here with a Jack 5. Jackson 5. He's at a 5.
Check.
Check. 4,000.
And I don't know if Barrow...
he must think he's invincible at the minute.
I don't really realize it or not, but the one thing that all these other players must be thinking, I mean, they can't bluff him. He can bluff them. He's got so many chips.
Yeah, but they know he can't keep picking up hands, Jesse. You know, we've only played 9 hands. He's played all 9. And got caught bluffing one of them.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no one's giving him a bit of verbal to try and slow him down.
All right, you can do that for free.
Yeah, exactly. Don't cost you any chips.
Pass.
Oh, look.
Oh boy.
Raise.
If somebody picks up an ace here, they could be walking.
Oh, it's okay. It's 12,000 total.
That could get them on a roll.
From what we've seen of Gavin Alexander, this is a bit surprising.
Call.
Yeah,
Pass.
he's played tight as a drum. It's
Pass.
probably the sheer fact that Barrow's been raising every pot.
Alexander is on the button behind Barrow. Just the idea that if he hits, he's going to get paid. Uh-oh.
It's a shame. If there was 2 hearts there, there'd definitely be action.
Nice.
16,000.
Could you? I could have forgiven
Call.
Alexander for popping a raise in there.
Yeah. Well, if he thinks his 8's good, maybe he should have. Well,
Oh, he's just hit 2 pair. I mean, it just seems to me if Alexander...
Check.
Wow. And now Barrow's trap checking. If Alexander thinks that he's not going to get a bet into on the turn without Barrow having him beat, I think he might have been wrong there. But
yeah.
This is going to open the game up wide because Barrow's not folding, is he?
No.
30,000
He's gone all in.
All in.
He's gone all in. Unbelievable.
Oh, this is beautiful stuff.
How many chips has he got left? What's he got behind? 30,000.
Cool.
He's called anyway.
Call. Okay, gentlemen.
Gavin Alexander all in, but actually leading right now because of the card on the turn. Barrow's got outs, though. A 4, a jack, or an ace.
Yep.
And 1 card to come. That's pretty much the story. This would open the game up wide if Alexander can make this hold. And it has.
Yeah, that's not fun.
And I guess for the sake of the game, it's
holding up.
It's.
I think he'd have run right over the table, Jesse, if he'd have won that one.
I think it might have set the world record. It might have been over in 10 more hands.
Yeah, yeah.
Looking at that hand again, it is hard to feel sorry for Barrow, but he did have the best hand there on the flop. Alexander caught up on the turn, making 2 pair, which beat 1. And Lascelles, still chip leader, but much closer now.
Their gut instinct has to be right, and their timing spot on to win a seat in the semifinal. Find out who will make it after the break.
Sure.